Did you know that the average elevation of all land surfaces on Earth is 840 meters above sea level? This is equal to 2,756 feet and is much higher than I expected. In this video we will take a look at the 10 countries with the highest average elevation. Which one literally comes out on top? 10th place is for Armenia. This country has an average elevation of 1,792 meters or 5,879 feet. Armenia is located in West Asia, and part of the reason that its elevation is this high has to do with being landlocked, which means that there is no coastline. And this definitely helps the average. In the world there are 63 countries where the highest point in the entire country doesn't surpass Armenia's average. 9th spot is for China. China is a real surprise on this list. The 4th largest country in the world has an average elevation of 1,840 meters, which is equal to 6,037 feet. The country is home to the mighty mountain ranges in the western part of the country, which also holds the Mount Everest. But in the east there is a 14,500 kilometer long coastline, and it's incredible that there's so much elevated territory to compensate for all these coastal regions. In 8th place is Chile. The average elevation comes in at 1,871 meters or 6,138 feet. Another country that is famous for both an incredibly long coastline as well as beautiful mountains. However, the difference is that the slim country of Chile doesn't have as much land area to make up for their 6,400 kilometer long coastline. In 7th is Afghanistan, one of the several landlocked Central Asian countries on this list. Afghanistan lies at an average elevation of 1,884 meters, which is equal to 6,181 feet. The Noshak mountain is the highest peak with an amazing elevation of 7,492 meters or 24,580 feet. And the city of Kabul is one of the highest capitals in the world, located at 1,791 meters or 5,876 feet. 6th place is Andorra. The small European country lies at an average elevation of 1,996 meters or 6,549 feet. It is located between France and Spain and lies completely in the Pyrenees mountain range. The country only has a surface area of 468 kilometers squared, which is equal to 181 miles squared, and this small area makes it easier to have such a high average. But it's still pretty special, and the lowest point of this country looks like this and lies at 840 meters or 2,756 feet above sea level. If you are enjoying this video, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more interesting geography videos coming soon. For 5th spot we move to Africa, where Lesotho has an average of 2,161 meters or 7,090 feet. Again, this is a landlocked country. It lies in the middle of South Africa and has a surface area of just over 30,000 kilometers squared or 11,720 miles squared, which is almost equal to Belgium's surface area. Because there is no coastline, the average is quite high, and the lowest point of the country is at 1,400 meters or 4,593 feet. Lesotho is the only country in the entire world that is entirely above 1,000 meters in elevation. And now we take a big step upwards. In 4th is Kyrgyzstan. This Central Asian country is also landlocked, which now clearly shows that it helps get on this list. It has an average elevation of 2,988 meters or 9,803 feet. The Genghis Chukusu mountain lies on the border with China and is the highest peak of the country at 7,439 meters or 24,406 feet. And a stunning fact is that over 90% of the country is covered by mountains. 3rd spot goes to Tajikistan, another Central Asian country with incredible elevation. The average comes in at 3,186 meters, which is equal to 10,453 feet. Yet again, this country is landlocked. The highest point is the Ismail Somoni peak at 7,495 meters or 24,590 feet. In this country, 93% is covered by mountains, mainly the Pamir and Alai mountain ranges. And 2nd is Nepal. This country lies at an average elevation of 3,265 meters or 10,712 feet. It's home to the highest mountain in the world, which is the Mount Everest, at 8,848 meters or 29,029 feet. And as you can see here, the northern part of the country lies entirely in the Himalayas and the southern part flattens out a bit more. And this makes it even more incredible as the previous countries are more mountainous percentage wise, but these peaks are simply unmatched. And in 1st place is Bhutan. Just over 60 kilometers east of Nepal, lies this small and special country with an average elevation of 3,290 meters or 10,761 feet. As a comparison, just 54 countries in the world have at least one mountain that is higher than the average elevation of Bhutan. It's clear that this is the most mountainous country in the world, with 98.8% of its surface covered by mountains. The Gangkhar Puensum is the highest peak in the country at 7,570 meters or 24,840 feet. Furthermore, the capital of Thimphu is one of the highest capitals in the world, but isn't in the top 5. And you might want to find out which capital actually does lie at the highest elevation. If you do, click here to find out.